So in business communication lecture 2, we'll be looking for the types of business communication. So what are the types of business communication? There are several types of business communication, okay, that has purpose, medium, and to whom we are speaking. That will be audience, or that will be the internal people. What is internal communication? Internal communication means the communication take place within the organization, and the types are: first one is upward communication. That means the employee will be reporting to the manager, okay, or the managers will be reporting to the CEO. Downward communication. Downward communication means the managers giving tasks to their employees, okay. So this type of communication is called as downward communication. And the third one is lateral communication. Lateral communication means the communication done with our colleagues for discussing the task, or between the department, or at the same level. So this type of communication called as lateral communication, okay. External communication. In external communication, we will be communicating outside the company, not within the company, okay. For example, communicating with the customers, suppliers, investors, government agencies. So this type of communication is called as external communication. It also includes marketing communication through ads, public relationship, officials, and correspondence, okay. So this type of communication is called as external communication. Internal communication is the structure designed by the organization. For example, official letters, okay, reports, meeting, presentations. So this type of communication is called as formal communication, okay, that is done within the organization. Informal communication. So what is informal communication? Informal communication is an unofficial communication. We do unofficial official communication through sharing the information verbally, okay, or speaking with the colleagues on social media chats, or with customers, and taking feedbacks from the customers on personal WhatsApp. So this type, or on phone calls. So this type of communication is called as informal communication. Verbal communication. So what I am doing with you is a verbal communication through YouTube, okay. So types is face to face communication, okay. Face to face communication is one part of the verbal communication. Then telephonic calls to the customers, service calls, conference calls through Zoom meeting, video conferencing, webinars, etc. So this type of communication where you are speaking with the another person, passing your thoughts, or giving instructions through face to face telephone communication or verbal communication. So this type of communication is called as verbal communication. Non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication we have seen in our day-to-day life, like it is through the gesture, body language, tone, speaking tone of manager or CEO. Like for example, if he wants to complete the task within 2 hours, then he will see you through eye contact. Have you completed it? Okay. Or he will change his posture like a boss. Okay. Or use of visual presentations, or he will explain through the PPT that where we are heading, or where we are actually, through the presentations also. So this type of verbal communication is a psychological communication, always seen within the internal organization. Now, written communication. Written communication is also one of the most important type of communication. We write through emails, letters, reports, okay, emails for the official discussion, okay. or for leaves, letters for the request of visit, or any request of supplier request, or as per the requirements, reports after completion of task. We usually prepare reports, okay, for the audit. Communication is also one of the most important part. Visual communication is seen in always in the presentations or in a bookish language, like there will be a graph, for example, for the population, or there will be a charts, okay, or there will be a videos. Digital communication is nowadays widely used because every people is having their mobile phones, okay. So through social media, by post, picture, videos, okay, then email marketing, bulk email marketing, sending one email to 100 or more than 100 people, digital advertisement. We have seen digital advertisement pop-ups on the applications, okay. Chatbot is used for responding to customers 24 hours, gathering the data. What chatbot do is chatbot gathers data, and then the service agent calls to customer. Chatbot also helps in sending the links, websites, videos, informations. Okay. Crisis communication is also one of the most important communication that is used in the internal organization. For example, it is used in the emergency situations if there is any accident happens, or some political peoples give a controversial statement that creates a chaos in the people's life, okay, or in giving internal updates during the organizational crisis. If there is any organizational crisis or any accident happens, so internal updates can be given. So this type of communication is called as crisis communication.